Okay, says we're live. We'll see if this actually works. First time doing it with nobody here. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I set the tripod up all by myself. We'll see how that works. Let me see if I can log into the video at the same time. Oh, that's really weird because there's a lag, but I'm there. Okay, so I figured I can't be the only person who's around during the middle of the week, bored and, yeah, wanting to watch a live. So I thought I have a custom order that I am going to start working on for pink, which I'm excited about because it's winter and everything is cold and gray, and we need bright, fun colors. So I just placed my order for all of the fun stuff I want to add to this, but in the meantime, I thought I could start working on it, see if anybody wanted to join me. So I am going to be cutting out 30-inch ruffles for this wreath, and I have not a 30-inch cutting mat, so I have my lines marked down on my table here, and I just want to start with a straight line. Since whenever I cut that last, it did not appear to be very straight. Fix that. Okay. So, like I said, these are 30-inch ruffles, and I cut to here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deborah. Happy New Year to you, too. I'm going to have to remember to look down at the comments. I'm not very great at that, but I knew I could not be the only person on Facebook on a Tuesday. So I have, I'm using this wreath form. And there are 18 ties, so I want 18 ruffles, but I'd like to do a combo of these two pinks. So I'm going to do 9 and 9 and see how that works. And we may change our mind after we see what that looks like, but Happy New Year, Pat! I was supposed to get my hair cut today. This is why it looks like meh. But it's just too cold, and I saw that the weather was going to be better tomorrow, so I thought, well, I'll stay in today, and tomorrow I can brave the temperatures and get my hair cut. We'll see. We also see if I can count, cut, and talk to everybody at the same time. Sometimes I get easily distracted. I'm all about knowing my limitations, and that might be one of them. How is everyone's new year going so far? I am very happy. We have a lot of new followers and a lot of new likes, and that's a very exciting thing for me. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hoping that people enjoy this angle a little bit better, that you can see what I'm doing, but let me know if I need to make any changes. I said earlier I set up the tripod all by myself, so I was really impressed with myself. Try to get my wreath dungeon all situated so that everybody can see what I'm doing here. 3 more of these, and then we'll switch to the hot pink. So pretty, fun, festive. I don't know about festive. Pretty and fun. Can everybody hear me okay? I usually tend to be pretty loud, but I have no idea what I might sound like on this thing, so. And I don't have any family helping me today like I did the other day, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Oh, thank you, Deborah. And I hope that we're having less blurry issues. I tend to be pretty mobile, so I was given to understand that one of the problems might be moving around too much, but I'm a kind of a bouncy person, so that might be harder to correct. Okay, oh, I'm so excited about this color. It makes me so happy, and it certainly doesn't make me think winter and cold, so that's pretty exciting for me. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Hello, is it Letta? Letta? From Ohio. How cold is it in Ohio? It's a little warmer in Pennsylvania than it was in New York the other day, so that's good, but still can't let the dogs be outside for very long. Ooh, hello from Georgia, Ursula. I wish that I was in Georgia. I bet it's a little bit warmer there than it is here. I love to be outside, but I really hate the cold. More than most things, I dislike cold. I'm not sure why I live in a cold area, except maybe in the warm areas there are snakes and spiders. And this is where my husband has his job, so I guess that's where I ended up. Missouri! How freezing is it in Missouri? Probably worse than Pennsylvania. I shouldn't complain too much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Up to 32. Oh, that's not bad. 12 in Michigan. Ooh. When we were in New York, we had my puppies came with us. We have a husky named Macheath, who we call Mac, and a lab hound whose name is Cheeser, because when you have a 7-year-old and you joke that you could name your dogs Mac and Cheese, that's what you end up with. And they stayed with my father-in-law, but my husband had to keep going and letting them out, and taking them for walks and stuff. That man is my hero, because it was -10 and he was out there walking the dogs. Even they didn't want to be outside, but my father-in-law doesn't have a fenced-in yard, so on the leash they went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should be grateful that it's much warmer than that today, but still, it's very nice to not have to go outdoors at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 2 more. So what is everybody else doing today besides watching me cut some mesh? See how this looks on this wreath form. If you didn't catch it before, I am... Oh, Pamela, you have 3 huskies. Our husky is actually an Alaskan husky, which is some sort of mixed breed, but he's so pretty. He looks like he's wearing a mask, and I didn't want to call him Bandit, so that's how he got the name Macheath. I was a literature major in college, and we read some restoration comedy, and one of them was gosh, why can't I remember the name of it right now? anyway, there was about a highway, it was a play about a highwayman, and his name was Macheath. And I liked that much better than something like Bandit. So that's how he ended up with his name. And it's actually, it was the inspiration for the song Mac the Knife. So I sing that song to him all the time. And he has pearly white teeth just like the shark in the song. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, great, we're done with cutting. Oh, hi Luann, 1 degree in Illinois. Gosh, when is it going to get warmer? I don't actually pay that much attention to the forecast, but I'm ready. I'm ready for spring. We have, my husband and I are going on a cruise in March, and I am counting the days. Maybe I should actually start with a real countdown, because I'm just not a winter person at all. And my father-in-law just bought my son snowshoes, so I think I have to get out there with him and do that. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, Deborah, being lazy. This is my happy place, so I would say I'm being lazy. I'm technically working, but I'm very happy making wreaths. So the business aspect is maybe a little bit stressful, but the creative process is stress relieving. So I'm hoping that it evens itself out a little bit. So these are 30-inch ruffles, and I just kind of scrunched it up, and I'm just going to put them in each of the ties. I'm going to alternate the hot pink with the kind of bubblegummy pink and see how that looks. I have no idea. I might hate it and have to take it out, but yeah, the daddy and son bonding time with the snowshoes. That sounds like a good idea to me, but we only have 2 pair, and Dad's too big for the other pair right now, so, Besides that, I'm in the weight loss, Damon's weight loss group, so probably snowshoeing would be good for me. If nothing else, maybe it'll get me a few extra calories that I can eat during the day. So, it's got to be good for my Fitbit. Okay. So I'm just kind of scrunching this up a little bit, putting these ruffles on here. Hopefully it ends up looking like what I'd like it to look like. I always start in the middle. It doesn't really matter which way you do it, but you know, I have one of those brains that you have to do things the exact way every time. And the first time I did this, I started in the middle, and so that's pretty much how I've been ever since. I think it's easier to work on the outside when the middle's done rather than to work in the middle when the outside's done, personally. So, but I think it doesn't actually matter. We have a sofa here behind my table that I had to push out of the way, and it was holding some stuff up. And I used to have like a backboard almost on the edge of my table that held everything in place. And of course, because I moved everything to fit the tripod, now stuff is falling down. I'm a mess. So maybe when my hero gets home, he can fix this whole situation for me, do something a little better, but I guess it works for now. Yeah, my poor dogs are all, they're inside in their kennels, in their crates right now, because the husky especially, he thinks he needs to eat all the ornaments off the Christmas tree, so I can't leave him in the house, and he's not really allowed down here. So as soon as I get the Christmas tree taken down, then you'll probably see them on the live, because I'm going to put a gate up here so they can be running around up here. But for now, I have 2 Christmas trees, and one's in this room behind me. And I just know that if I leave him out there, he is going to eat our Christmas ornaments, and that's not good for him, and it's not good for my tree. And it's certainly not good for my 7-year-old, because he would just be devastated. Inevitably, the dog would eat something that's his. He doesn't seem to be interested in chewing on anything that's mine. Wisconsin, hi Donna. 2 Donnas. And Brenda, hi, how are you today? Chilly, I hope everybody's staying warm and inside. I'm working on a wreath instead of getting my hair cut, returning my library books that are a little bit overdue by now. It's okay, I consider my overdue fines to be a donation to the library. They could always use more money, so. I'll keep them another day. Okay, so I'm just creating these ruffles here. I'm using 30-inch ruffles because I just learned recently that you can do 3 10-inch ruffles or 2 15-inch ruffles, but you could also just do one that's 30 inches, and it tends to fill out the wreath the same. It's about half the work between the cutting and the scrunching up. So, hi Stacy, how are you? It's been a long time. I haven't seen you in a very long time, but I hope you and your children are all doing well. So I can't wait for my order to come in for this wreath because I got a really fun pink butterfly that's going to go on here, and I'm excited about the ribbons and stuff. A lot of kind of whimsical colors and stuff. So we're going to be using, I ordered a ribbon that is very similar to this one. I don't know if you can see, except it's pink with the butterflies, and it's going to go with the pink butterfly that's going to go on the wreath. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about anything that hints of spring and sunshine and flowers and not bitter coldness. Just keep working away here. Has anybody ever gone live on Facebook before? It's a little bit of a surreal experience when there's nobody here to talk to. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. It's awfully quiet. It's actually been a while. Jack was out of school for a week, and he wasn't here, but he was up with my mom and my sister. And so even though I was kind of by myself, I've had a lot of company, even if it was just online. So now I feel like that crazy lady who's just talking to herself. I think I'm liking these colors though. I like the combo. It's very bright and happy. Yep. And of course I skipped a tie, so that's right. I have you, so as long as you're all interested in hearing what I have to say, watching how I screw up and skip a tie so that my numbers don't come out evenly. I have one more for the middle, and then we can move on to the outside. But I'll pick it up and show you guys, because I'm liking the colors. I think it looks pretty and fun and girly. Oh, Stacy, we're all doing very well. I'm here making wreaths, and Jack is enjoying first grade. And well, maybe Carl's not doing so well because has to work outside in the cold, but we're happy and healthy, and he has a job, so even if it's an outside job right now. More blessed than a lot of people, so. Oh, thank you for sharing, Deborah. Ursula, I totally get it. I really don't, I'm not a camera person, and I'm nervous as anything to be on here, but I kind of feel like you rip the Band-Aid off and do it, and you all are so nice, and so you could definitely do it. If I can do it, anybody can. Especially because, even though it probably doesn't seem like it, I'm actually an introvert. But, yeah, I guess it's technically not being that extroverted when I can read what you're writing, but I don't see anybody's faces, so. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. Isn't it pretty? I like these colors. I'm really happy with this, and I'm happy to be working with something other than Christmas. I packed up all my Christmas stuff the other day, and we're done. Get it out of here. Although my house is still decorated because I haven't been that ambitious. Oh, thank you, Donna. Has everybody else undecorated for Christmas yet? I knew some people who they got their stuff out right away, and I don't know, I just wasn't that ambitious. My mom's coming to visit. We're gonna redo my bathroom, so my parents are both coming down. And I thought, oh, I want them to see my Christmas decorations, but they won't be here until the end of the week. And I don't really want to leave my stuff up that long. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Enjoy your boys. It's lonely without Jack at home. So enjoy your boys while you still have them in your house during the day. Not till January 6th, Ursula, huh? Yeah, I'm really, it's like part of me is, I want to leave the stuff up, and part of me wants to take it down. Of course, if I wait until my mom's here, maybe she'll help me, so there's that. We have 2 trees. One of them is fake. That's great, that can stay up as long as it wants. The other is a real tree. It's a Fraser fir, but I don't know. I don't want needles all over my house. I have a feeling if I leave it up much longer, it's already starting to kind of, we're usually some early Christmas people. We decorate pretty early, so if I leave it up too long, my house is going to be a mess, and not exactly happy about that. Are you all real tree people or fake tree people? We had to have a fake tree for a long time because we lived in Baltimore, and before we had our son, we kept going to New York. That's where my parents are from, and actually where my husband's parents are from. We were high school sweethearts, so we would spend Christmas in New York. Well, after we had our son, we said, fine, we bought a house, we're going to do Christmas in our house and then go to New York. So, but because we were in New York for the whole week of Christmas before he was born, and we wouldn't be home to water the tree, we got a fake tree. Now, we still put up the fake tree, and we get a real tree. So, it's lots of Christmas. It's okay. I love Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas, but by the time January rolls around, I'm pretty much done. And of course, I try to get most of the stuff around the house done while my husband's at work, because I'm here and I'm selfish with his time. When he's home, I don't want him doing housework. I'd rather him hang out with me, do other stuff. Fake tree, Tina? Good job. I really love that smell, though. I love the real Christmas tree smell. We used to buy real wreaths and centerpieces and put them all over our apartment when we had the fake tree, because I just needed that smell. And they didn't have as much of a mess. So, okay. Dark pink. Ooh. I really hope my customer likes this, because it is super pretty. When I was a teenager, I hated pink. Thought it was the worst color. Oh, it was too girly. And then, when it came time to get married, my favorite flower is a peony. And so I changed my whole wedding to be around peonies. I was going to get married in October. Instead, we got married in June because I couldn't get married without peonies. And so my theme of navy changed to pink. And so we had all sorts of different pinks. So this wreath is kind of reminding me of my wedding colors. We had hot pink and bubblegum pink and pale pink, and never thought I would have been a pink girl. If my teenage self could see me now, she'd be cringing. Lois, my ruffles are 30-inch ruffles. I've done 3 10-inch ruffles before. I've done 2 15. This is just easier. I have to do less work to do a 30-inch ruffle. Less cutting, less scrunching. So when I saw that other wreath makers were using a 30-inch ruffle, I said, I'm going to try that. And lo and behold, it is very simple. Hi, Joanne. Do you like it? This is what I've got so far. What do you think? I love how full the 30-inch ruffle makes it. So, I have to wait. I ordered the ribbons and I ordered decorations and things, but I wanted to get a jump start. I like the pink and it's making me really happy today, so. Okay, I just did that bubblegummy pink, so I need a hot pink. Yeah. Oh, good, I'm glad. Oh, Brenda, I agree. I've been doing a lot of really big wreaths lately. I actually made one for my cousin and her family. And I used like a 48-inch wreath frame. It was ridiculous. So big. I'm actually a little worried that it's not going to be able to hold up. That the frame is going to bend because I put lights on it. And it's very pretty, but it's just really, really big. And my parents have a beef farm in upstate New York. So they have a lot of land. They have a barn. And so I've been making wreaths for them that are just huge because they have big spaces to fill. So the bumble wreath we made the other day was a pretty big, it wasn't huge, but it was bigger than this. It was pretty big. By the time you put on a door, it takes up the entire door. So it's not on their front door, especially because they have a storm door, so it's way too thick to fit on there. But they have a yoke for oxen that hangs from their front porch. And so she put the wreath in that, and then there's two things up top, and she's putting the bows that we did not put on the wreath in there. And it actually looks pretty good. Do you think she'd take a picture and send it to me? No, absolutely not. But maybe. My sister's still home. My sister Ryan goes to college. She'll be 20 in this month, in a couple of weeks. So, and she is getting her business degree, so that's why we call her the Meshy Marketing Gal. And so she's helping me out with all of my technology issues and my I don't know, social media ineptness, because everything I didn't realize how quickly you start feeling old and outdated. But so perhaps she will take a picture for me and send it to me, or she can just put it online. But she's home for another couple of weeks. She's actually doing ag business, but it's remarkable how a lot of business ideas transcend. Hello, South Carolina. Ooh. Is it cold down there still, or is it starting to warm up again in the south? Okay, 2 more to go. So I'm using the mesh that has the metallic foil in it. I think it just adds that shimmer. It makes it so pretty. I know you can get mesh without it, but I don't know. Part of me thinks, what's the point? I have a few that don't have it. Just not so pretty. 28 still in South Carolina. Oh my goodness. Maybe we all need to go to like Aruba. I went to Aruba on my honeymoon. Gosh, I would love to go back. I bet it's not 28 in Aruba. Ugh. When we go on our cruise in March, we're going to the Bahamas, and we've been on a cruise every winter for the past, I don't know, I guess maybe it's just 2 years, but it is much nicer. Hi Kim, how are you feeling? Are you doing better? Are you back home now? I feel like when I saw that picture of you on Facebook, you were in Lake Placid, maybe? '21 in Virginia. Virginia is supposed to be the South, isn't it? My husband works out of Baltimore. We live in PA, but he works out of Baltimore, and he works in construction, so his company sends him all over the place. He did a job in Maryland, I think in Montgomery County, just north of DC, for a number of years he was down there. So we've spent a lot of time, you know, before, Jack wasn't in school then, so we spent a lot of time going back and forth. I have a friend who lives in Chantilly, Virginia, so we spent a lot of time in that area. But okay, this is what we're looking to work with when my order comes in. So that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you think of these pinks. I'm very happy with them, so I think it looks so pretty, and I cannot wait for my order to come in to start decorating this. But I hope that you all have a fantastic day, and that you enjoy watching me crawl across the table to turn the camera off, because this is going to be fun. Bye, everybody.